Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if this is your first time. My name is Coach Liz. All right, so listen, this message is going to be for the fire, not the fire signs. I'm saying fire because in your premeditation, this card popped out, but this is actually a message for the earth signs: Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, with emphasis on Capricorn. You could be seeing 777, 34, 43. What's so funny is that I wrote the number down, 777. So I rolled the dice. Capricorn, okay, I don't know if you can see it. What? I don't know if you guys can see it. Whatever, there you go. And then the number 7 popped out. So, and then as I'm shuffling, then I see the 43, the 34, the number 34 and the number 43. So that reduces to 7, right? Which is so crazy. It's at the bottom of the deck. So either there's something that you are having to learn about yourself, something about your shadow side, possibly your ego. For some of you, you're like, there's heavy 7s in your reading right now. So there could be inspired action that you're gonna have to take, and you're being guided to take action towards this. And I feel like whatever it is going to create or bring in like a huge like shift in your life. I feel like this is something too that you've been like, that's been speaking to you. Like it's not like a random thought that's popping in. I feel like this is something that your gut has been like almost yelling at you to do. But you've been possibly like working or functioning out of your shadow side, like trying to maybe play it down, disregard it, turn away from it. But I feel like now you're at a point where all of these thoughts are coming to you, and now it's like you have to take action towards it. Like it's all just coming into like this big ball of energy. And I'm getting like your root chakra, which is your it's right here, your the place where we take steps in inspired action, our passions. Like there's definitely something that you're having to take action towards. Like you cannot deny it anymore. You cannot put it off anymore. And again, this could be either having to do with learning something about yourself, like how you've been functioning, how you've been approaching certain things in life. Maybe you're having to shift your perspective. For others of you, I feel like this could also be like on a more like literal sense. You're having to get education or get educated on a certain topic or a certain part of your life. Maybe you're getting ready to go back to school, or you're being called to go to school and learn something, and I feel like it's necessary for a transformation. So there's a big emphasis on your root chakra and your sacral chakra. So you're definitely having to take action, inspired action. Like I feel like you've been sitting on this. You've been sitting on it for a while. You knew that it was going to come to this point, and now you cannot ignore it anymore. Now you're like very much so like stuck in your head, because this is something that you're having to take action. You can't, like I said, you can't ignore it. Now, when it comes to love, I don't know if all of that connects to like a romantic connection that you may have with someone. Because I also heard Whitney Houston's song, and I cannot sing. Will always love you, something like that. Will always love you. Y'all know I cannot sing. So maybe there could be someone that you're connecting to or that's realizing that they love you. I don't know. I feel like that song was on that movie Bodyguard, I think. And I don't know. I feel like if I remember the movie correctly, I guess she was in love with the bodyguard, but I don't think they could be together. right? I feel like they realized that they couldn't be together. So this person pretty much like had to, like they had to love each other from afar. So there could be someone who is either having to accept the fact that they can only love you from afar. That could be for some of you. Or someone, you know, maybe they're wanting to come in and take action and maybe give you some type of information because they can't hold back anymore. Maybe tell you that they love you. I don't know. All right. So again, my name is Coach Liz. Thank you for sitting through that, you know, that rant right there, that introduction to your reading. But just keep in mind that this is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate. If it does not resonate, there will be more readings to come. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, you guys. I truly appreciate the support. And all right, let's get into it. Let's see what what current energy is surrounding you. Let's see if we could get more on what this fire energy and this guide, you know, guide energy. There's definitely something that you're needing to take action towards. See, like I feel like you've been working on weighing like the pros and cons of a situation, wondering if like if you would be like victorious, if it will like pay off. But I feel like with blossoming abundance showing up in cornucopia, like these are very abundant energies. So I feel like right now the only thing that could potentially be getting in your way is your ego. Like you just functioning in your shadow side, not because you don't know that if this will be successful, whatever this may be, but I feel like, and it could be tied to someone that you may be connected to, you know, at a distance. Yeah, and I feel like you're starting to, now you're, yeah, this could be connected to love, you guys. I wasn't going to make this a love reading. I just wanted to see like, you know, general energy, but it may be connected to you know, someone that you are realizing that you're in love with, right? And maybe, I don't know why it feels like I said love this person from afar. So maybe you are far, or you're far away from this person. You can't have this person right now. Or you feel like you don't have anything to offer this person at this moment. Yeah, someone is definitely like at a distance. All right, let me do one more. I'm sorry, y'all. It's like a lot of shit is coming through. I feel like for the last couple of days, I've just felt like a blockage. And I think it's because all the things that are going on right now, like in my physical world. But this morning, like something just clicked and I literally hopped out of my sleep. Like I popped out of my sleep and had like this burst of energy. Maybe this is that fire energy. Ooh, maybe this is that fire energy that you could be experiencing as well. Maybe you're ready to take action towards like a specific goal, like a project, maybe a business, something to do maybe with your career, something that you love, right? Something that you hold close to your heart. And I feel like this is something that you've been like holding close to you. Maybe you weren't telling people about this. Maybe you were just like waiting until the right moment to expose it, or even just like talk about it out loud. I'm spitting. Maybe spit it out. Maybe you weren't ready to like spit it out. All right, what messages do you have for the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn? Community. Lordy, out of all the messages, there's people around you who could envy your passion, your desire to, my arms look good, y'all. I've been working out. So yeah, your passion, like they see this fire in you. They see you're sitting pretty. They see you're definitely something to do with your root chakra. And here's that anxiety energy that I was talking about. It's like you've been in your head about something, about a certain project, and I feel like it's not because you didn't want to take action towards it. I think it was just a feeling of either getting over the fact that caring what maybe not that you care about what people think about you, but I feel like you kind of had to get past a certain level of giving a fuck, right? Like I feel like you care, but now you're to the point where you're like, you know what? I don't care what other people think. I don't care what I think. I'm being called to do this shit and I'm gonna go for it. I feel like you kind of had to, you were also comparing yourself to like other people in your community, like, well, they're doing this and they're doing things this way, and you're starting to realize that your path is not supposed to look like their path, right? Like you kind of had to realize, for one, whatever your calling is, whatever it is that you're focusing on, whatever project you're working on, is not going to look like the next person. And people are going to talk about that because it looks different, because what it looked like for them is not looking like what it looks like for you. And that's okay. You know, that's okay. And there's nothing wrong with that. I also feel like that could have affected you. Like, it's almost like you kind of wanted to prove like what you were doing, like you had to prove yourself, right? Like whatever it is that you were doing, like you had to kind of show people, or you felt like you needed to show people that it was working out, or that it was, you know, that what you were saying made sense. I don't know, like I feel like you were dealing with a group of people who didn't want to believe in the things that you were saying or how you were going about a certain situation. And that kept you in your head a lot. That kept you from holding back, because it's like you're being told, you know, there's a part of you that's being told like, hey, you need to take action towards this, but then you're in a community that's telling you that's not how we do things. Why are you doing that? And it's almost like you were battling between getting over this community. And I feel like this group of people, these are people who were close to you. These are people who you actually care for. And I don't feel like they're bad people, but I feel like they just view things differently from you. And because of that, it kind of held you back. And there's another 7 on this card, you guys. There's another 7. So you're going to be seeing 777. You may be seeing 3443. You may be seeing 343. And 999. I feel like you're very much so in like an energy where you're just, you could be spending a lot of time alone as well. And introspection, and trying to kind of gain your confidence back, right? So that you can take steps towards whatever it is that you're being guided to. Let me get some more for the earth signs. Let me get 2 more, Spirit. Here's that victory card. And you are going to be successful. And here's the thing. This is what's so crazy, right? It's like, I feel like you already know that things are going to be successful. And this could be even you, like fear of your own success, fear of your own power, fear of your, like, what you are truly fucking capable of. And it sounds crazy, but I feel like when you see the others around you and you start to realize like, hey, you know, our values, our morals, what we're going after, they're just not aligning anymore. And when you notice that, you realize that you start to move differently and think differently. And now you're having to leave certain people behind, not in a sense that, you know, you don't care about them anymore, but you start to distance yourself from certain things and certain people and certain places because they no longer make sense with what you're doing and what you're working towards. And maybe you were afraid of that. You were afraid of going through this alone. And the crazy thing about it is like, you're never alone, right? You're never alone, especially when you have this guide's energy. Like you're clearly being led by someone, something, some higher power to your victory, to your victory, to your success, to your happily ever after, to your abundance. So you're not doing it alone, right? So even if you may feel like you're out of place, or you just don't, what's the word? You just don't vibe with the same group of people. That's okay. It is okay. You know, it's okay to reposition. I remember a pastor saying, like, you may outgrow certain people, and some of those people are in your family or they're very close friends. It doesn't mean you kick them out of your life forever. It just means you reposition these people as like what you feel like the list of priority is for you. Like if this person no longer needs to be front and center, there is nothing wrong with putting them to the side while you're doing something else, right? Like while you're finding out or figuring out that that's no longer, or that person's no longer what's important, or that thing is no longer what's important, or that place, like you probably outgrew a certain location and you're ready to move to something else. And there's nothing wrong with leaving that location. And if you come back to it, you come back to it. That means that it's supposed to be in your life. And if you don't, that means that it served its purpose during a specific season and it's time to move on. Like it's okay to move on. You may be doing a lot of healing. Like if you just may be feeling like things aren't moving, or things have been a little stagnant. And that's because you've been in your head, right? Like that's because you've spent a lot of time knowing exactly what steps to take forward, but not taking the steps. And now it's like, okay, now you may be even like experiencing like headaches and almost a feeling of like, I don't know what I want to say, like maybe feeling like you're underwater holding your breath. Like it just feels like pressure holding down on your fucking brain. And that's probably what you've been feeling. Like I'm not laughing at you guys, I'm just saying, because I know the feeling of when you just have so many things in your head and there's really nothing holding you back. It's literally just your fucking thoughts. And now it's almost like your spirit guides or your guides, or they're yelling at you like you need to move now. And now it's like the timing, right? Like divine timing. And although you could have been sitting on a particular idea, project, or whatever, it almost feels like that time that you were, it felt like you were stagnant or things were not moving forward. It's because you were healing. It's because you were learning how to bring things back into balance within yourself. It was because you were trying to figure out what it all fucking meant, right? Like I think you've been learning a lot about yourself and your own values and your morals, right? And because of that hard work you've been putting into yourself, like y'all, my veins are popping out. I don't know how you guys are. I don't know if you guys have been working out. I've really been going in the gym, you guys. I see my little arms. But anyway, y'all have been doing some hard work, right? Like you've been pouring into yourself, and now it's starting to show, right? Like now that muscle that you've been working out, like it's popping out. It's ready to pop the fuck out. With this victory energy, you could be seen in the public eye. Like you can have like a social media presence where people watch you, especially with this community and this victory energy. Let me get one more. Journey. Well, that journey card popped out. So there, again, for some of you, you could have to, it could be a decision about having to leave like a particular place behind. So I don't know if you could be traveling, or this also just feels like you're being guided to a different location. a different location. And this could be related to your business. This could be related to your business, but I also feel like this has to do with the community, like where you actually feel like home is. For some of you, I feel like once you move away from that, once you move away from that community or that place, that home, that town, that state, that city, I don't know, that country, I feel like that's where your victory might come in. Or I don't know, maybe for some of you, once you hit this level of success, like once you actually take this inspired action, or once you take action towards whatever this is, like I said, I feel like I'm talking to someone that has like some sort of, they're ready to give birth to a certain project. Once you take action towards that, it's going to expose you to others, to people that you may not have necessarily, I'm hearing like your soul tribe, maybe people who are more aligned with your values, and that's going to push you to want to either move closer to that soul tribe, or move away from where you're at now. And I feel like that's all because you're being guided. Like I really feel your footsteps are being guided to a particular location. And I don't know, it doesn't feel like you know exactly where this location is. For some of you, you may already know, but for others of you, I don't even think you're expecting this move, to be honest with you. Because it comes after a period of like victory. And I feel like because you've been focusing, learning, healing, practicing, you're waiting. Like it's been a waiting period for you. So I don't think yet, I don't feel like, if you're walking into this victory energy, this success, either you're experiencing it now, or you're getting ready to. So you may have like an unexpected trip coming up for some of you, but whatever is happening, like whatever is going on around you, like I feel like, yeah, see, celebration, success, victory, like it's just gonna be a time of prosperity. Like it's, as soon as you put your gift out there, like as soon as you reveal it to the world and show them like what you've been working on, it's gonna automatically bring that, you know, that victory, that success. And it's gonna shift so many things around you. Like there's gonna be, for some of you, I feel like it's gonna be like quick decisions that you're gonna have to make. All right, let's see. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, I told you. I feel like you've been working on yourself, on your own success. Heavy emphasis on prosperity. So if you felt like things have been like slow or stagnant when it comes to your money, I feel like because you've had like this energy of like self-discipline, like you kept showing up, you kept putting into, you know, your blood, sweat, and tears into a particular situation, whatever project you were working on, I feel like you're getting ready to actually see that shit pay off, right? Like you're actually going to enjoy the fruits of your labor. I feel like your confidence also is like, just, it's like you're glowing, right? Like you're glowing. You have this energy of like inner peace. And again, I feel like I am talking to someone who's been really pouring their energy into themselves, like with self-love, and that includes like what you do for your living, right? Like where you earn your bread and butter. I feel like you've really been buttering that bread. So now you're getting ready to enjoy that, like enjoy that energy. And I feel like you haven't been out here like talking about it. You've been honestly like being about it, right? Taking action towards it. All right, let me get some tarot. Let's clarify some of these energies. What is this community? I gotta go soon, you guys. Yeah, see, so I feel like, so the Eight of Pentacles came out in reverse. So I feel like whoever this community is didn't want you to work towards whatever it is that you decided to focus on. And I feel like that's why you held it close to your heart. I feel like that's why you didn't do too much talking or showed it, because you didn't want to get distracted by other people's opinions. I feel like I feel like these could have been people who had too much time on their hands, so they needed something to talk about or gossip about. And I feel like the more they watched you work, the more it gave them something to talk about. But it almost felt like they didn't have much to go off of. I feel like for some of them, they even had to make up shit just so that they could have something to talk about, right? These could be people who are unawakened to their own gifts, unawakened to their own passions, their own purpose. So when we are unawakened, when we don't realize what the fuck we're here for, we're gonna find shit to talk about. We're gonna find shit to do. We're gonna find, what did they say? Idle hands are the what is it? I don't know the saying. Let me know in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. But if you get too much time in your fucking hands, it's like you can either fill it in or fill that time up with something constructive or something destructive. And a lot of people go the other fucking way, right? They go the other fucking way because finding what we truly, really are called to do takes work. It takes tapping into that shadow side. It takes looking into that ugly side of us that not everyone wants to pay attention and accept that, you know what, you are lazy. You know what, you are egotistical. Yes, you can be narcissistic. Yes, you can be a liar, or you can be an addictive. And I think we all have that shadow side. And only a few of us, hopefully one day, all of us, are willing to tap into that part of us, right? Accept that maybe we are perfectionists and we're never gonna reach perfection. That could be an ugly side of us, because we expect people to be perfect and show up as perfect when we ourselves are not fucking perfect, right? But then understanding discernment, right? Understanding that you do have value, that you don't have to settle for the bullshit. If you're not showing up as bare fucking minimum, then if your shadow side is like settling, are you understanding how much value you have in yourself, right? Like, are you settling because of that person is showing up, or are you settling because what you view yourself as? Like, what is your value? Do you know what that is? So honestly, like I tell people all the time, 9 times out of fucking 10, you are the problem and the fucking solution. The problem and the solution. Even if someone is cheating on you, lying to you, I don't fucking know. The moment that you find out, because you will find out, the truth will find you will feel something, right? That you are not with the right person or at the right place at the right time. You will know. You will know. You will know. And when you ignore that, that is because you yourself, either you don't value yourself, or you're not listening, or you don't value your intuition, or you just don't care for it, right? So 9 times out of 10, sorry, I'm going on a rant now, but I'm just saying, 9 times out of 10, you are the problem and the solution. So if you continue to be in a community where you know people are going to continue to gossip, are still talking shit, they don't have shit going for themselves, that's fine. Maybe it's time to reposition them in your life, right? Maybe move away from them, or shit, don't give a fuck about them. Don't care. Like, approach the situation with love by distancing yourself from that community. What is this 8 of Pentacles? Sorry, I know I just went left field with that, but hopefully that made sense. See? No. What we're not going to do with this 5 of Wands is fight and compete. Like, these people wanted you to bring problems and issues, maybe to your work life, maybe to, if you are seen in the public eye, maybe they're, creating, I don't know, bashing what you're doing, talking shit about what you do for a living, not agreeing with what you have going on. Maybe they envied what you do for a living. They didn't want you to get this promotion. It was no, like, maybe these people didn't want to see you succeed. They didn't want to see you succeed. And they were creating problems or issues to make it harder for you. Maybe even doing with the magic, with the magician, maybe they were even like sending negative energy towards your, for, like I said, for some of you, it could be in the public eye. So if you have social media platform, maybe they were doing magic on your platform. I don't know, wishing negative, hoping that you didn't get views, or maybe blocked, what's the word? Yeah, this, I'm hearing visibility. Maybe they didn't want people to see you for who you were. Maybe they were coming up with stories or rumors or just making up shit, right? Like, that did not even align with what the fuck you actually are even doing. I feel like they didn't want maybe they didn't want you to be heard. Maybe you at some point you couldn't find the energy to speak up or communicate about or show up to your work. They didn't want you to do that. They didn't want you to have the passion or the life force energy to be able to follow what you were guided to do. What is this victory? I need to hurry up, y'all. I need to go soon. What is this victory? See, what I tell you, the devil. I'm hearing new levels, new fucking devils. New levels, new devils. So somebody could definitely, you guys, stay prayed up. And I'm not saying it to like scare you or anything. That's not what I'm here for. What I'm here for is to kind of like teach you through experience, like through what I experienced, through what I'm experiencing. And I've been hearing new levels, new devils. So for some of you, you're getting ready to elevate. So during your elevation, you're going to get tempted, right? You're always, it's in the Bible. If you're a religious person, you know it, right? Like whenever you see that you're elevating, something always tries to tempt you, try you, to see if you are truly grounded in who you say you are, right? These people could try to tempt you, could try to send you restrictions, could try to send you energy of addiction. So just be careful. Try to stay balanced by not doing too much of one thing at one time. Whatever that may be, however that may look like for you. They want you to not trust in yourself, in your gifts. So how do you do that? How does the devil do that? They come in, the energy comes in, the energy of temptation comes in, the energy of addiction comes in, the energy of distrust, the energy of pessimism comes in. And it doesn't have to be people, you guys. It doesn't have to be people in the community. It can be simple thoughts. It can be you doubting yourself. It can be doubts, anxieties turning into actual actions, like smoking, drinking too much, having sex just to kind of forget about what's actually going on, right? Distractions. So whatever it may be, you guys, just stay grounded. I'm hearing stay grounded. Do some meditation, do some prayers, go to church. I don't know, whatever it is that you do to stay grounded, do that. Do that, especially because you're getting ready to come into a whole lot of fucking abundance. So there's going to be a lot of people who are going to want to ride on your fucking chariot while because they feel like they were there for you. They rode the shit with you. They were in there shooting in the gym. I just saw 34 on there. So that's that 34 again. And 3443. Holy shit. Shit is about to be, I feel like there's gonna be a lot of things that are being exposed. People are gonna start mirroring. There's something about a mirror. People are gonna start holding up a mirror. You're gonna start exposing people's toxic energy. And they're not gonna like that. They're not gonna like it. They're not gonna like it because no one likes to be viewed as a bad person or a liar or you whatever. So your energy, what you're doing is about to expose a lot of things, people, places, and they're not gonna like it. So stay grounded. Understand that what you're being called to do and guided to do is way above this energy. Stay true to your I'm getting a lot of fucking downloads, you guys, and it's I don't know if it's because I'm holding on to the Magician right now. Yeah, and the Moon. So there's a lot of, like I said, there's that shadow energy. There's a lot of shit that is coming up to the surface that is being exposed, and I feel like it's because you are exposing it with what it is that you are doing and what it is that you do. These are people that you could have grown up with, or just you have a lot of history with it, with this people, this community, this location. I don't know. Maybe you grew up in this particular place and now it's ready to move, ready to take it somewhere else. What is this victory? Yep. Yo, I can't make this shit up. Here's the Ace of Wands. Literally, it's a new place, new beginning, new opportunity, like new venture, new just the good news coming in, right? Like your creativity, like it's getting ready to just like overflow. It's that passion energy again. These are literally talking about the same thing, that fire energy, right? So again, you could have fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius in your chart. Look at the Ace of Pentacles popping up. There's something you're learning. There's something you're educating yourself on. And this could be very well like you within yourself, like your own shadow, like you're learning your own toxic traits, your own addictions, your own like your self-limiting beliefs, and you're getting away from it. You're moving away from it. You're detaching yourself from it. And you're just going in a whole new direction. For some of you, heavy on the temptation. Be careful with the temptation. There is an energy of lust that could be surrounding you, especially if you are getting ready to cash the fuck out. I'm telling you, if you're someone that's getting ready, that's hitting the jackpot or has hit the jackpot in some way, shape, or form, be careful who you're letting into your energy, because they're gonna want to get to you in one way, shape, or form. And this could be with trapping your ass for females, and it could be for male too. Shit, somebody could be trying to trap you. I don't know. That's that Capricorn energy here too. So heavy Capricorn, you could be dealing with you could be a Capricorn yourself. I know this is an earth sign reading, but you could also be dealing with an earth sign or another Capricorn. I told y'all at the beginning, I feel like it's a heavy emphasis on Capricorn. And Virgo. Leo, for sure. How much time I got? 30, we in there. Okay, let me do the journey and then we're gonna go. Okay. So the Hermit popped out in reverse. So I can look at this two different ways. For some of you, You know that you're needing to move and go on this new beginning. You're just not doing it. Like you're not following your advice, maybe because you feel like you don't have the finances to do it, or you're feeling like stuck, like you're limiting yourself, thinking that you don't have the resources, or you have like this lack mentality where you're not, I don't know, you're being foolish about this move. Or for some of you, you're needing to process before making the move what's attached to it. That's for some of you. You may need to kind of spend some time in introspection before actually jumping into this new opportunity or this move. New levels, new devils. I'm picking up for some of you, there's someone that could be coming in who you left out in the cold. And this could be someone from your past. There could be someone coming in that you left out in the cold, who is going to come in making this shit look real fucking good, like this new beginning, promising you the fucking world. They may even ask you to move in with them and start this new life with them. But you may need to process that with this this Hermit in reverse. Like you may need to kind of like think about that before taking action, because it does feel like whatever it is that this person is coming in, like this offer, this is, like I said, this is for some of you. It might not resonate with all of you, but if there is someone from your past coming in who wants to offer you the fucking world, there's some bullshit tied to that. I don't know if I trust it. There's something tied, there's like strings attached, and you need to review that. You need to make sure that what I say, new levels, new devils. This motherfucker is gonna try to come in pretending to be a whole new exciting beginning, but there's something about it. It's gonna make you feel, it's gonna be like a temporary high. It's gonna be really fucking cute and fun in the beginning, but then it's gonna leave you feeling out in the cold and stuck and bound and overwhelmed. Like, no, I don't like that. Hold up. This shit, just no. Maybe it's a warning. Isn't the warning sign a little triangle as well? Maybe this is a warning. Maybe your guides are giving you this warning, like, no. Like, if you're someone that's really feeling like you're on top of the world right now, you're being on top of the fucking world. Like, you're just comfortable, right? Like, you are enjoying, like I said, the fruits of your labor. Watch who you let in your circle. Watch who you open up to, because they might try to come in as very fucking charming with the Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck, promising you like this whole new beginning, this whole new world. And the Wheel of Fortune talks about good and bad karma. So it is showing up in the upright. So it lets me know that you are, whatever decision you make, whatever move you decide to make, it's going to be a good decision or a positive turn. So, and I feel like that's because you're going to be listening to this fucking reading. Think about the move before you make it. Think about the move before you make it, because it is going to change the destiny, the direction that you're going to head. Like this decision is going to play out maybe for the next 10 years of your life. How do you want the next fucking 10 years of your life to look like? If it's not stressed the fuck out with this idiot from your past, 43:34 on the fucking timer, then don't do that. Don't go that way. Don't do it. If that shit has already ended, if you already put an end to a situation, if you already closed the fuck out, if you had already made the decision that this shit was done and over with, don't go back to it, because I do feel like there is an energy of lust, temptation, distractions tied to whatever this new beginning may be. Let me get one more on the devil. What is this devil energy? Because I feel like, yeah. Literally, I was about to say, I feel like it's tied to a person. A person. What did I fucking say? I just know. I just be knowing. This person is going to show up as a boss, a leader, someone that has their shit together, someone who is heartbroken because you're no longer in their motherfucking life, someone 4433, yo, this is someone who has been watching you and gossiping with other fucking people, gathering. There's that community energy again. But this is someone who knows that they have, is showing up as this emperor, who's showing up as someone who has self-discipline just like you, who is a provider just like you, who can provide a house, who can provide the car, who can provide the money, who can provide everything. And they could. I'm not saying it that they can't. But at what cost is what I want to know. At the cost of your own victory, at your own success, at what you work hard for. So you want me to exchange all this healing that I've done, all this community I've built, this world I done fucking created for myself, which is fucking peaceful, I might add. My world is peaceful. And you want to come in here with this devil ass energy hidden at that because you trying to pop up looking like an emperor who's got your shit together. It almost feels like this person has been fucking studying you to a T so that they can come in using your vocabulary, using, maybe even read the fucking books that you've read. Who the fuck knows? So that they can sound like you. So that they can mimic you. And this is all because you probably left this person heartbroken, disappointed, emotional, just unable to bear the fucking thought that you may be moving on with someone else, or you going on a whole different journey somewhere else because you decided to see shit for what it was and not fall for the bullshit. So they had to get other people involved. They had to get other people involved so that they didn't look fucking crazy after you left their ass in the cold. Oh, okay. Okay. I see what you're doing. We see what you're doing. No, sir, no, ma'am. And then you're going to come in here with your shoes all polished, your crown all set on top. I told you this person's charming as fuck. You know, this person's going to come in like, you know, I'm hearing arrogant, just flashy. And here's the thing, right? Usually the emperor does not give me that energy. Usually the emperor is someone, you know, who is very respectable, very loyal, someone you can trust. Because I clarified the devil. And you come out with the Three of Swords. The fuck you hurt? Why are you hurt? Why are you hurt? What's hurting? What's hurting? Tell me what's hurting. The fact that I bet you what's hurting. We all know what the fuck is hurting. The fact that you were left here with this toxic ass community of people who got nothing else but to compete against each other, argue against each other, talk shit about each other, pretend to be friends in the fuss, but then you're turning around and you're talking shit. Like, just no. Don't come here with that shit. Just stay in your community. Stay in that community, please, and thank you. All right, I need to go. I need to go. Let's just get a final word, you guys. Let's get advice from your guides, since they're clearly yelling at you with these 777s and the 4334s and the 4333s and all this shit. So if you start seeing those numbers, y'all better listen. That's your warning. That's that little warning sign. And if you start seeing that number, it's because this person's getting closer. Don't say I didn't fucking warn you guys. Just saying. You're getting ready to step into this new whole fucking life, and that's exactly what they're attracting. That's exactly why you're attracting. Changing the wind. Once you walk away from this demon or this lust demon, New levels, new devils, you guys. When you walk away from this motherfucker, don't let that, it's like stuff is gonna be picking up between worlds. You're leaving something behind. You're leaving community, you're leaving a job, you're leaving people, you're leaving things, a way of thinking, like you're leaving it behind. If I love when spirit just comes in and says, you know what? We're just gonna bring it all. Regeneration. Look at how everything is just like burnt, nothing there. But there is, I don't know if you guys can see, there's leaves right there. A little bit of life. The life. You're the life. You gave this person fucking life. It's done. It's dead. It's over with. You finished it. So we're not gonna keep repeating the same shit over and over again. We have done too much work on ourselves to go back to some bullshit. Especially you coming in pretending. No sir, no ma'am. All right. So here we go. It says, second chances are available to you now. Whatever opportunities you thought were dead are now revived and in more authentic, stronger form. Whatever you may have perceived as a failure or loss is now being replaced by something better and more powerful, growing in its place. This rebirth is assured. Step into your new life. Destiny is being fulfilled in wondrous ways. What did we just talk about? It's like whatever you decide is going to set you on your destiny, on your path. What is this? This is like a turning point. It almost feels like this is your last, I don't want to say test, but I feel like it is going to almost test your faith, your values, your morals, your integrity. Like, I feel like it is going to, because you're getting ready to elevate and starting a whole new life, a whole new direction. It's like you're building your own empire, but you're doing it in a very solid, very loving manner. That because you're reaching this level, the devil is like, no, bring her back, bring him back. We want that back. Nope. And shit could be hard. I don't know why the Bible, I don't know who it is, but I'm thinking about, what's his name? Y'all let me know in the comments. The book of where God is like basically talking to the devil or whatever, or Satan, and basically Satan is like, well, let me try so and so, he's your your biggest servant, he's loyal, he's respectful, and God is like, try him. His faith is not gonna waver. So basically, who is it? What book is that, you guys? Basically, he loses everything, his children, everything, and he still stays loyal to God. His faith never wavers. And God is like, you can take everything away from this person or this man, but he will continue to serve me because that's how his faith is. And I feel like that's what's happening. It's like your faith almost in yourself and in your gifts is being tested one last time before you hit this victory. And once you get past this, once you stand your ground, once you stand true to your path, it's going to shift the direction of where you're headed. Okay. All right, you guys, that's all I got for you. Please, 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 if you know what the hell I was trying to talk about when the Bible, the book in the Bible that I was talking about, let me know in the comments. I cannot remember it. But anyways, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will talk to you soon.